Good morning, Amy. In the course of the investigation, deputies learned those kids were just between the ages of 12 and 14 years old, and they tried robbing a man.
Hold on. Woo. 12? But between 12 and 14? The kids still peeing in the bed and they robbing people? I want to tell you guys about Prison Fellowship only for two reasons. One is to thank you, and two is to give you an opportunity to give before the year end. That's it. No pressure. But I want to first off say thank you to everybody who gave to Angel Tree. If you guys don't know, we're at 4,800 kids that we were able to serve from your generous donation, because I donated $5,000. That was all I gave. So $5,000, I don't know how many kids that helped. $5,000 helped like 400 kids or something like that. And so I was only able to help 400. So 4,800, you can say 4,400 other kids was because of you guys. Also, the people who have donated or who didn't have opportunity to donate for the Christmas presents, you still have time to give, and this is what you give to. Prison Fellowship has a program inmates can apply to, and only a few can get in because it's such a demand. I mean, when I went to Perryville, they had women that have been on a wait list for a few years because there's so many women that are seeking the guidance and seeking the program that Prison Fellowship is offering. And I'm not just telling you something I read in a book. I was physically there. I saw them, these young women, and not all of them were young, but these women were having conversations, crying. It's like a counseling set. I mean, they were getting, I would say, liberated by just having these fruitful conversations and thinking about certain things in their mind that I guarantee you they wish they had before they ever went in there. It was so good to see. And it really gave me a lot of hope that I not only was supporting the organization because I know that they're good, I saw it with my own eyes. So if you want to continue to help Prison Fellowship as the end of the year gift, many of y'all need to get some tax write-offs anyway. So please give. The link will be in the description section. 3 teens were shot attempting to rob a man at gunpoint in North Harris County, Texas. I think that's in Houston, Texas. It says the incident occurred earlier Thursday at an apartment complex on North Houston Roslyn Road. The 25-year-old victim, armed with his own pistol, shot 3 out of the 4 teens. 1 teen is in critical condition while the other 2 sustained life-threatening injuries. A 14 and a man were detained for questioning by authorities. Weapons were recovered at the scene, including possibly BB guns, which are under investigation. The case will be presented to a grand jury for further review. Roll the clip.
Good morning, Amy. In the course of the investigation, deputies learned those kids were just between the ages of 12 and 14 years old, and they tried robbing a man.
Hold on. Woo. 12? But between 12 and 14, the kids still peeing in the bed and they robbing people? 12, man. I think that's 6th grade. How old is a 12? What grade would a 12-year-old be? Maybe that's 7th grade. No, hold on. Let's see. 14 would probably be freshman in high school. 13 would be 8th grade. Around 12 would be 7th grade. And the 14-year-old could be in 8th grade, depending on how long. So you talking about middle schoolers robbing somebody at gunpoint. I wonder what color they are. My mama got mad at me earlier by saying that. She like, Brandon, sometimes I think I say, Mama, the truth is the truth. Look at this stuff. I haven't looked up the teenagers or nothing. I haven't looked up these kids. I don't know what they look like. Now, I believe I know what they look like, but I haven't seen them. Maybe they'll post a clip of this. Why are our young people doing this? If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I'll apologize after I watch this. I haven't seen nothing, y'all, so I don't know, have any pre-knowledge. This just seemed like something that young black men, young black teens are doing because they out of control. Do white teens do this? Yeah, but not at the same rate. But I could be wrong. These could be white kids. In North Houston, it could be white. Roll the clip.
And with a gun, deputies say at least 3 of those kids were shot. One of them is still in critical condition at last check. When Harris County Sheriff deputies showed up here, they found one of the kids with several gunshot wounds. He was taken to a nearby trauma center in critical condition, as I just mentioned. And as paramedics were tending to him, 2 other kids were found with gunshot wounds. Both were taken to the hospital and are stable. Shortly after that, the suspected shooter, who deputies believe the teens were trying to rob, returned to the scene and turned himself in.
I heard some gunshots. Sound like they were.
Now, you see all those cops, all of them were white. You didn't see a black cop in sight. What does that mean? To me, that means that this is a predominantly white neighborhood, or at least the jurisdiction is white. Because you don't, normally when you see, if you're patrolling a black neighborhood, you'll see some ethnic cops. You see all white cops there. That, to me, tells me that this probably a white neighborhood. But who's the shooters? Roll the clip.
Basically at my front door, and of course, as you can see from behind me, they were down the way a little bit. To be frank and honest with you, I grabbed my gun, which is in a holster, and walked outside to see what was going on.
It is believed the incident occurred due to an attempted aggravated robbery that involved the juveniles attempting to rob the adult male. During the incident, the juveniles approached the male, and they were displaying pistols. The adult male retrieved his own pistol and shot the juveniles.
All right, do we have any pictures of these juveniles? We have any video surveillance of the shootout? One could only guess that it was young black men. And why do you say this, Brandon? Because we gotta address these things so our young people can do better. This sounds like something young brothers would do to another brother. As you can see, the black man live in an apartment complex. I bet you this is a diverse apartment complex, middle income. But I bet you there was a black kid, and these other black kids were either told he was selling drugs or doing something he wasn't, and they wanted to catch him and rob him. I think it was intended at this one person. And I bet you in the midst of all these white folks and all this stuff, it's a bunch of young black men involved in crazy stuff like this. If I'm wrong, I'll turn around and apologize. Anyway,